us, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It is very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Kiwe wesu garani orianja nine oria nine nke pụrịta kwasa mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simile nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpeta mazụ nye ha sọgụtụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi maruo n'ebighị ebi ise mma mma dịrị gị Chineke. Mama, the reggae chineke.
If I go about deliberately looking for who to disturb, who is going about deliberately looking for who to disturb? You say never go about. Then you don't need to go about. They will come. They will come for you. You don't need to go about. What did our leader say about these people? I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Say, please don't go about looking for trouble. Chai! The Shoji. Mad people everywhere. I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
That the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a
rather than going on now. Now, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group put?
For those who will always say, "Oh, Why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this? Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues we are trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer point of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed a responsibility for the attack at the Enugu State Government House. Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever, just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group, the people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of unknown gunmen. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you could not defend yourself, yet, you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call name, they call only Ekpa? All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one porter. Simon Ekpa is a perima. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there, your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you be a terrorist is oh Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's a body boss. It's in pataka everywhere.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this evening program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. You are all welcome. Please like and share this program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to anybody you can be able to reach. It is another evening section of our program. We have come to preach and to speak on this evening section. So, as you join us, invite somebody. Don't watch alone because it is an important message. We are not going to take much time. You know, our evening program doesn't take much time. We make it snappy as much as we can. So, wherever you are watching from, I welcome you. Remember, in our platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we do is to speak about the plight of the Biafran people. And that is what we are going to do today. To debunk the lies against the Biafran people, against our leaders. To make sure that the blackmail and propaganda against us does not fly. That is why we are here. And most importantly, to give voice to the pursuit of the freedom of Biafran people. We will continue to do that regardless the challenges, the obstacles that is coming from right, left, and center. So, my fellow Biafran, we are here once again to do what we have signed up to do. And we will continue to do so, no matter the challenges, no matter the obstacles, no matter the attacks that are coming from right, left, and center. We will never retreat and we will never surrender. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, it is another evening. And I thank everyone that's connected. And we have chosen a topic that says betrayal or support. Betrayal or support. The West, Biafra, and the politics of freedom. Betrayal or support the West, Biafra, and the politics of freedom. In the course of the restoration of Biafra, a lot has happened and continue to happen. Many heartbreaking things are happening. Some of the things that is happening is because of this that we have been shouting and calling for unity and oneness. When it is being said that divided we fall, but united we stand, it is not a joke. You can never compare people that are united and people that are divided. There is no comparison. When the people are united in one front, they can move mountains. They can face challenges and overcome. They can pull down any structure when people are united. But when you are divided, it will be almost impossible to accomplish anything. The betrayal we are seeing today in the cause of Biafra is huge. Before we proceed, there is a sad news that is on the air as we speak. A very, very sad news. There is a sad news on the air. And I pray that that news will be false. We cannot be able to ascertain if that news is true or false. We cannot be able to ascertain for now. But we continue to keep our hope high. We continue to pray to Chukwu Okike Abiama and believe that that news will be false. Many of you must have seen the news online. You must have seen it on the social media. So many news are flying right, left, and center. If that news turns out to be true, that is a very big blow, a very sad one at that. It is going to be a very, very, very sad one. No matter whoever you are, no matter the camp you are, no matter what you support and what you don't support, no matter your ideology and your opinion, if this news turns out to be true, it is a big blow to the cause of Biafra. I have been crying and shouting for unification, for unity, so that we can have a united front and face our enemy. But nobody seems to be paying attention. The result of our division is coming out every blessed day. You can continue to pretend that all is well. You can continue to pretend that something is happening. You can continue to pretend that miracle is going to happen. It is just a pretense. I have said it several times that wishes are not reality. Wishes are not reality. If wishes were reality, we will be in Biafra now. If wishes were reality, every one of us would be rich. We would not have a poor person in this planet Earth. Wishes are not reality. We must face the reality of the day. It doesn't matter how you try to run away from it. It will haunt you. Our disunity today, we can see the result. We can see the seed that is being sown by our enemies. It is germinating every blessed day. It is germinating. As I speak now, it is almost impossible for us to accomplish anything. It is almost impossible for us to accomplish anything because of massive division, right, left, and center. Can B, can A, can C, can D. Everybody on different camps. And we don't have a unifying force. Nobody is bold enough to unify the people up to this moment. When I was doing my program in the morning, I cried for the absence of Master Simon Epa. Because in a situation like this, both in the case of Mazen Nandekano and this sad news we are hearing, In a situation like this, something will be done. Even if it doesn't have effect, but something will be done. But as it stands today, we are helpless. We are very, very helpless. Every one of us should continue to pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama should take charge and fight this battle himself. Only Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Only Chukwu Okike Abiyama today can be able to turn things around. A lot has gone bad and continue to go bad. And with the way the international communities are operating today, I doubt if there is hope in them. The way the international communities are operating, the way every country is busy pursuing their own interests, I doubt if there will be any rescue very soon. And that is why unity is much more important today than it was yesterday. Unity is much more important today than it was yesterday. Because in the present day that we are in, it is to your tent, O Israel. Everybody is fighting for their own interests. And everybody is ready to betray everybody at any time. There is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy. The game that is being played in the world today is not something that you will fold your hand and pretend you don't know. The game that the world is into today is not something you will see and you continue to focus on your brother and your sister to fight against yourself. The world has gone to a stage where everybody is minding his own territory. Everybody is concerned about his own interests, what they stand to gain. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. But unfortunately, some of us, we Biafrans, we are not paying attention to the way the world is going today. We are not paying attention. Because if we are paying attention, every one of us should know that this is when we need unity more than ever. This is when we need a unified force more than ever. But some of us are not paying attention. When we talk about unifying, some get mad. Some say, why is it that we must unify? You think you can do it on your own? You think you can do it on your own? As it stands today, so it is almost, it's easy. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. You can come and lie and talk and talk and talk, shout and shout, you write and write and write. But implementation, that is where the main thing is. Talk is cheap. Implementation. To implement that thing you have just spoken about, your idea must be very wonderful. Your idea might be excellent. You might have a very wonderful idea. You might have a beautiful idea. But implementation, that is where the cocoa is. As it stands today, it is almost impossible for us to implement anything or carry out any mission and complete it. And the reason is we are not speaking in one voice. Not just that we're not speaking in one voice, people are not minding their business. The problem is that it's not that you don't agree with me. That is not the problem. The problem is that even if you don't agree with me, can you get busy and continue to pursue the restoration of Biafra in the best way you understand? Even if you don't agree with me, can you get busy on your own? Just be busy on your own. On your own. Be busy and pursue Biafra to the best of your knowledge. But it is obvious that today people are not minding their business. The problem is not that you don't agree with what I say. The problem is not that you are not in the same camp with me, but you can't focus and pursue what you're supposed to pursue. Instead, you make me your problem. You make your brother your problem. You make your sister your problem. It is 9 or 10 months now that our prime minister was away. Biafra was declared. And up to this moment, things are still going in a very rough way. We can't still find our feet. We are still trying to get our feet. We are still trying so hard to get on our feet. Those who are supposed to move the mountains, those who are supposed to press the buttons, are busy. They are busy doing irrelevant things. They are busy looking at angles that doesn't have anything to do with our restoration. They are busy castigating, attacking, seeking for relevance, commanding and controlling. And you can see the results. The information that is circulating on the air today, I pray that it is not true. If it is true, that is a big blow. And do not rejoice. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter the camp you are. If you are one of those who is rejoicing for the downfall of your brother, it's just a question of time. It's going to get to everybody. It is a question of time. It is just a question of time. It will get to everybody. As long as the Zoological Republic continue to occupy our space in Biafra land, it is a question of time. Everybody is going to pay this price. That is why it is being said, injustice against one is injustice against all. When your brother is crying, you cry along with him. When your sister is crying, you cry along with him. When they are rejoicing, you rejoice with them. But when you see yourself rejoicing alongside the enemy, you should be ashamed of yourselves. When the enemies are celebrating and you also is celebrating, you should be ashamed of yourself. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what transpired. It doesn't matter what transpired. We, the Biafran people, have a common enemy. We have all the Biafran people, everybody from the old southeastern region, the present south is Lower Kogi, Lower Benue. If you belong to Biafra, we all, regardless the camp you are, regardless who you support, regardless your orientation, regardless the way you are fighting for your own freedom, we have one common enemy. And any part of us that is rejoicing with that enemy, when that enemy is rejoicing, you're insane. You don't know what you're doing. Under no circumstances should you rejoice when your enemy is rejoicing. You're clapping for your enemy because he brought your brother down. You're celebrating because your brother that you do not agree on the same modus operandi, it stopped, even though both of you are searching for the same thing. And you think that that person that stopped your brother cannot stop you. You're a joker. The person, the enemy that stopped your brother will not spare you. The enemy that stopped your own brother will never ever spare you. My heart goes for Mazen Nandekan. You know that Mazen Nandekan is approaching his judgment day. And while he's approaching the judgment day, a lot of things are unraveling. And we know the method of the zoo. That whenever Mazen Nandekan is coming to court, they are going to act one thing or the other. All this while that Mazi Simon Ekpa was around, Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to checkmate the Nigerian government. Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to checkmate them. I mean, put them in tension. He was able to control their emotion, control what they do and how they do it. That is why at this period, I miss my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiam, wherever he is, please continue to be with him. Wherever Mazi Simon Ekpa is, may Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to be with him. A lot is happening. We cannot make headways. We are just one place marking down one place. Here we are in the morning, we spoke about the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his health condition deteriorating. And the government of Nigeria refused to allow him to go to the National Hospital in Abuja to treat himself. They refused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to proper doctor treatment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not asked to be flown abroad. He was not telling them to fly him abroad. All he was asking to go to the government hospital in Abuja to get a proper treatment. They denied him. And with that denial, you go online. Did you see outrage? The people who claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is their response? What is their actions? What actions did you see from them? The politicians are quiet. Ohaneze Ndigbo is quiet. The so-called DOS are quiet. And many Biafrans are quiet, pretending they didn't see they didn't hear it. Biafrans, everybody. But I bet you, if it were when Mazi Simon Ekpa was with us, today's broadcast would have been extraordinary. This is a day that Mazi Simon Ekpa doesn't even wait for time before he comes for his broadcast. To give ultimatum and speak to the zoo, whether they hear it or they will not hear it, but they will know that somebody is watching. He will let them know that somebody is watching. And that is what we are supposed to be doing. Checkmate the Zoological Republic to make sure they do not carry out their evil plans. Today, they are clearing every ground for them to carry out their evil plan. After all, who is going to challenge them? Who is going to stand in their way? That is what they'll be asking themselves. Who is going to challenge them? Who will stop them from doing what they want to do? That is what the Zoological Republic will be thinking with their head. Because they have been able to penetrate into us, cause chaos and division. We can no longer speak in one voice. It is almost impossible for us to accomplish any mission now, as we speak. Almost impossible for us to accomplish anything. You can continue to pretend. The time of pretense have gone. We are in the time of reality. We are in the time of reality. The world has changed. And the change you are seeing today is the second colonization of Africa. That is what you are seeing. The second colonization of Africa, by fire, by force. Coming with different, it is a battle. Africa is now a battleground, more especially Nigeria. But some of us are still busy gossiping. We are still busy in saga. We are still busy in propaganda. And you forgot the real mission. The real mission that was handed to you and me. To speak for Biafra. To propagate the gospel of Biafra. And to call out the zoo for what they are. Betrayal or support. What do you see today from the Western countries? Ask yourself, what do you see? When you look at these Western countries, what do you see? All these Western countries, both the United States the UK, all those world powers. What did you see in them? With everything that's happening today, what do you see in them? Is it betrayal or support? Is it betrayal to Biafra or support? From every indication, it is a clear betrayal that we see. The betrayal is so clear that you don't need anybody to translate it or interpret it to you. That is a very huge betrayal that we see. A big betrayal from the West. Every single thing they preached, they have gone against it. Simply because Biafra was involved. The same people that come along and preach humanity to you, talk about human rights and dance, human rights this. Today, before their own very heart, the rights of human beings are being violated. The rights of the people are being denied them. But yes, they won't do anything. They still expect you to fold your hands and watch somebody cut off your head. Then they will come and write the story of how you died. The West don't want to do anything, and they don't want you to do something. They want to use you as a story. They want to use you to tell a story. But are we going to allow that to happen? Of course we will not. We can never allow that madness to happen. We, the Biafran people, will fight for our freedom. We will fight for our life. We will fight for what our forefathers have given to us in our hands. We will make sure we don't throw it away. Wherever you are, continue to pray for everyone that is defending Biafra land. Everybody that is defending Biafra land, no matter the camp where they are, continue to pray for them, for God's divine intervention and protection. The division that we are having as Biafrans is causing a hell of problem to us. The division we are seeing is creating chaos among us. I pray that we find a solution soon, sooner than later. Because in unity we can move mountains. In unity we can overcome so many challenges. In unity we can be able to get to where you cannot even imagine. But if you refuse to accept this unity, if you refuse to do the needful, we can't stop Biafra. But the problem is that we are going to be rolling back the hand of time. The problem is that we will continue to roll back the hand of the time, and that doesn't sound well. That doesn't sound encouraging for every one of us. I pray that Chukwu Okikabiam will give us that wisdom to do what we are supposed to do when we have the time to do it. You're welcome, Gio. Thank you for joining. Gio, if you can hear me, unmute yourself and speak to us. Can you hear me, Gio? Unmute yourself and speak to us. Gio, if you're there. Are you there? Unmute yourself and speak. I can't hear you. Well, I think he's not there. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you are watching this program from, we must continue to stand by each other. We must continue to do what we are supposed to do. Do not allow the propagandas that is coming flying right, left, and center to deter you. No matter what happens, no matter what you see or what you hear, never give up. Don't get discouraged. I know we are seeing a lot of discouraging informations, and more are going to come just to discourage you, just to threaten you, just to make you feel frightened. More are going to come. But in the midst of all this, you must not give up. Never give up. For as long as we have life, we will always make it. As long as we are alive, we can always overcome these challenges. It doesn't matter how long it takes. So I urge every Biafran that is watching this program, wherever you are, remain resolute and remain consistent in whatever you are doing. Do not expose yourself to unnecessary danger. Every single one of us have an assignment to actualize Biafra. The actualization of Biafra is not just on one man. Everybody has a role to play. Mazen Nandekano is in the front line. He is playing his role, which he has chosen. He told us that he will fight from the front. And today, Mazen Nandekano is fighting from the front. Our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, is on international stage. So you that is watching me there, you better choose your own assignment. Nobody's going to choose for you. I will not choose for you. Every one of us have to make their choice, what they want. But while you're making your choice, make sure it's not in a selfish mood. That is all we ask. Don't make a selfish request. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to be strong. Don't allow the plans of the enemy to take you down. We know there are so many things that are going wrong out there. So many propaganda, so many blackmail. Sometimes they present this intentionally to distract us. Sometimes they push this to set confusion among us. But we must continue to stand strong. We must continue to stand strong, no matter the attack they bring, and no matter how they do it. I urge every one of you to remain consistent. Remain consistent, because consistency is the key. With consistency, they will not have any loopholes. They will not have anywhere to lay their net. But immediately we begin to give them chance to create that environment they want to create, we will be the ones to suffer. We will be the one to suffer. So wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to get prepared yourself. Prepare yourself for what is coming ahead. Prepare yourself for what is coming ahead. Whatever information that you have gotten, you must keep it to yourself. Wait until it's been verified. Whatever news that is circulating, as it's circulating, I have seen the news, even from their major news media, but I haven't seen any video yet. So we have to wait until when we confirm before we can begin to comment. But remember, don't mock your brother. Don't mock your sister. You don't know who is going to be the next minute. You do not know who is going to be the next minute. That is why in everything you are doing, you must be very careful. Be careful who you support. Be careful what you promote. Be careful what you elevate. We have come a very long way, and this is not the time to quit. Along the line, you are going to see so many things that will make you to say, I will throw in the towel. But at the same time, keep your mind open. Keep your mind open. There's a message of our Prime Minister where he talks about people hating themselves. The self-hate we see in the journey of Biafra today is disturbing. Self-hate. When you see your brother crying and you'll be laughing, join the enemy and laugh. It's an abomination. When you celebrate alongside with the enemy, simply because you hate your brother, you now transfer it to the whole Biafra. Injustice against one is injustice against all. As we continue, I would like us to listen to this message of our Prime Minister once again before we proceed. I don't know what else to say. Every blessed day when I come online, because of the things I see, the only thing I see is that I miss Master Simon more than ever. Every blessed day you come online, we always see something that will make you remember him. And you will say how you wish that Master Simon Ekpa is here. That is what you see. Every time people say how they wish that Master Simon Ekpa around. But I still believe that Chukwu Okike will not leave us alone. He is still going to make a way where there is no way. Do not allow their blackmail to hold you. Don't allow their propaganda to deceive you. Don't allow yourself to be captured by the low self-esteem to the extent that you begin to reject your own freedom. That is where they are heading. They are taking out every person that is of significance in this very struggle. Everybody that is of significance, they know that this person can shake things, can move things. They are taking them out by all means necessary, through physically, through propaganda, through spiritual means. They are taking them out. So every one of us has to be up and doing. Don't say you are not warned. You must be very careful. Let us listen to this message once again.
Having a low self-esteem syndrome because you never believed that Biafra would be a nation. I am telling you today, researchers estimate that each attend more or less 20,000 talks, what people think every day. And our ancestral tendency is to pay more attention to the negative ones, which is pure survival instinct. Biafra agitation is no longer that. It's no longer motopack. Professionals have joined the league. We are making impact and alliances all over the world. It is no longer because Biafra is here, it's no longer the time to say uneducated people are there. Those people are no longer in the forefront of education. Most people with low self-esteem, though, are more prone to paying attention to the negative aspect of themselves. Their lives and external input, such as people and their situation. This is what Nigeria has offered you. Nigeria has made every Biafran to see himself or herself as a low self-esteem. And all you do is to see the negative impact of Igbo man. All you do is to see the negative part of Igbo man. You do not see the positive part. But the fact that Nigeria tells you Igbo contribute the best, Igbo can change Nigeria, Igbo can do everything, turn it upside down and turn it to positive. You fail to pay attention to the positive of Biafra people. When you talk about freedom, you say, oh, they are fighting on social media. How can they govern themselves? That is the negative part. You kick it, but yet you call Obi. Obi want to be a president. Obi want to do this and do that. This will be not also part of that negative part that makes you not to support Biafra. Don't worry. By the time Biafra comes, you will take your bag and baggage and go to northern Nigeria and enjoy your lot. We will give you the opportunity. This has tremendous impact on how we feel about ourselves. The meaningfulness we get out of our lives and, of course, our behaviors. Nigeria has impacted your life, and today you are branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom. Nigeria has done that. They impact you with all manner of thoughts. You become scared of yourself. To the point that you as a Biafran is scared of having your own freedom. And they do that and they stay by the side and they laugh at you. They say, look at them. They thought they are educated. We have impacted this particular low self-esteem on them, and look at how they brand each other. Why the terrorists are coming, carrying gun. You have never seen the Fulani man or the federal government branding the Fulanis that are killing your military, killing your personnel, wiping villages, branding them with bad names. They call them criminals. Ordinary criminals, they call them. They call them criminals. Some of you in the struggle have called me criminal. That is the same value that the Fulani attached to the terrorists that you see bombarding Abuja yesterday. Yet you call yourself a great person. Why this state of the nation has become necessary is because we are changing the script. And we are going to change this script by force. We are going to change it in this armed struggle. If you do not know that we have entered armed struggle, we are declaring the armed struggle today. In case you don't have knowledge about that, we are into armed struggle. For our freedom. I want you to understand that Nigeria impacted you, impacted your life, and today you branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom because of the negative impact of Fulani government policies in your life. Only Biafra can solve this problem. That as Biafra using Nigerian passport, you are treated as a criminal or as a terrorist. Why you are not one of them? Yet, your low self-esteem could not allow you to support Biafra. You are scared of what Biafra would be. You are scared of the lies and the propaganda that they manipulated you into. I want every one of you watching me today on this State of the Nation broadcast to think that the impact of tunnel vision focus on the negative and how this can make matters worse than they are. They create more stress. They create more stress, increase insecurity, and we end up engaging in behaviors that are entirely disconnected from our values. Some of you have completely disconnected, even with your so low self-esteem and your insecurity on supporting Biafra. You have been disconnected from the value that made you who you are. Nigeria has given all this as a failed state. What I'm telling you today is fact. We do not mince words. Nigeria has given all this, as I've said, as a failed state. This is the impact of Nigeria in the life. A failed state. Today, when the Fulani terrorists were in Abuja, all of you were honest in Lagos State. Some of you that built one batter in Abuja, in the area where they attacked, you ran for your life. And the government were not there to help. Because I want you to understand it. No, the presence of Biafrans in that area are much. Just the way when they attacked church in Yoruba land, all of you were shouting, they have attacked Yoruba, they have attacked Yoruba church. Do you know the number of Biafrans that were casualties or victims in that church attack is higher than the number of Yorubas? Have you forgotten that almost all the people that were interviewed as a victim of that church attack were all Biafrans? Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Are you not aware? That is why we are now addressing every Biafran across Nigeria. A failed state without strong governance that plunged into disorder. Nigeria is an example of that. Violence and sponsoring terrorism against its own people and citizens. Nigeria, being a failed state, must end by 2000.
You have heard the message of our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel, but this message is also to call our attention to where we are coming from. So many of us that are having negative bias against ourselves. When you hear a bad news about your brother, you celebrate. When you hear a bad thing about your brother, you celebrate. You join the enemies to celebrate. Do you look at yourself when you are doing that? How does that make you feel? Make you feel when you look at your own brother? Your brother has a problem, you celebrate and you clap hand. How does that make you feel? You had a bad news about your brother, you are the first one to broadcast and run with it. Betrayal or support? I want you to answer this deep question within yourself sincerely. Ask yourself, that actions you are taking, that thing you are doing, that behavior that you are showing, is that a betrayal or support to Biafra? Is that your attitude a betrayal or support? Can you take out time and ask yourself that question? Is that a betrayal or support? We need to do everything humanly possible that we can do to get out of the zone. Even when we pretend, those of us that are Biafran that are facing this music, even those who are not Biafrans, they have come to realize that we are fighting a just cause. Those who are not Biafran, those who didn't support us initially, today they are realizing. You can see very dark man making video every time in support of the issue of Biafra, using Biafra as an instance. Initially, he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to go into it, but it's now becoming very clear to him that we are not just talking because we want to talk. Anyone that is still pretending that the election is going to change it, it's just a pretense. But those who sincerely and genuinely want to change things, they are speaking. And they know that the only solution for Nigeria is to end it. Every man go his separate ways.
the year early 2004, there is a serious war in Nasarawa State and the Fulani. I mean, a very serious war fight between my language and the Fulani. That war was called Ombase fight. This story I'm about to tell you is very educative and historical. Please help me share this video. I beg you. Help me share this video so that this video will get to many Nigerians who think their problem is from outside, not knowing that the problem of your house or the problem of your community is your community people. And the problem of Nigeria as a country is we Nigerians that live in Nigeria, not to somebody from outside country. Early 2014, Fulani usually attack my people. But whenever they attack us, my people defeat them. My people were structurally oriented with culture. Juju, we chop juju. If they shoot us gun, you know they enter. If they enter us cutlass, you know they enter. If they use stick, any sort of weapon, it doesn't enter us. Fulani make several attempts to destabilize our villages. They couldn't. They invite their brother from neighboring countries, Chad, Niger, other neighboring countries, even neighboring states in Nigeria, to attack my particular tribe. They could not succeed. Guess what? Later in the year 2014, some month like September, October, these Fulani people begin to get access on how to defeat our people. How did they do that? The same Fulani people uses my tribal people, my people. The same people who fought together, they uses them in the front wall. They rented those people. They hire our people, my tribal people. So whenever
I want you to pay attention. The story of this boy explains a lot of things that is happening in the course of Biafra today. This story that this guy is telling, how his village were formidable and strong, how the village was very strong, impenetrable. Fulani tried everything they can. They cannot penetrate them. But what happened? I want you to pay attention to the story that this guy is telling. This is what is facing Biafra today. This is why we are losing ground. This is why the Liberation Army of Biafra is in danger today. This is why you are hearing the rumors you are hearing. Because our own people have sold their soul to the devil. Let us listen to the story of this boy.
later in the year 2014, some month like September, October, these Fulani people begin to get access on how to defeat our people. How did they do that? The same Fulani people uses my tribal people, my people. The same people who fought together, they uses them in the front wall. They rented those people. They hire our people,
Imagine.
my tribal people. So whenever they are coming for war, it is my tribal people that will be at the forefront.
Imagine.
To first shoot at us. And if Fulani shoot us, it will not enter. But if our tribal people shoot us, it will enter.
Did you hear that? They were at war with Fulanis. Fulanis fought them many times. They could not penetrate them. They tried to attack them from all front. They couldn't succeed for many years until the Fulanis came to his tribe, hired people from their tribe, paid them, and when they are coming to attack them, they will put them in the front. They will put those tribal men, their own tribe, in the front. The same people, people from their village that they are coming to attack, the same people they are invading, they hire them, pay them money. You see, when we talk about this corruption, this sabotage, it is not only with the Biafran people. There are some human beings. There are some human beings that I don't know what created them. I believe there are people who are created as saboteurs from origin. They are created as saboteurs, and there is nothing you can do to stop them. They will sabotage with every single opportunity they have. They will sabotage again and again and again. I want you to listen to the story of this boy.
Now so Fulani conquer all our village. Now so Fulani destroy all our village, burn all the houses, all the churches, the mosques, the farm, destroy all the crop in our village using our own people. So what is the story I'm telling you here? It is what is, oh my God. I beg, help me share this video. Help me share this video. Why am I telling you this story? I am telling you this story that for a Fulani man to be able to settle in your village and do whatever thing he is doing, people in that village, people in that community, give them a backup. It is the people in that community that show them the road to enter that community and the road to go back out of that community. I could remember back in the days, if somebody want to rob you, there must be an informal for your compound that you have the money before armed robber can rob you. Before kidnapper will kidnap you, there must be an informant that yes, this place have money, or his brother or his relative have money. If they kidnap him, they can easily see ransom to pay for the person. You understand? So if you are saying that I am a king in my land, I am the representative of my people, I am the governor of my state, and I say this particular people, they are a problem to my people, so I will not allow them settle. How can them settle? They can never settle. So the enemy of a man is someone that knows him. The problem of Nigeria are we the Nigerians. And the problem of Fulani hates me. It is we that give them the land to settle, to raid their cattle. Because if they are not settled in a particular land in that community, they will not go about raiding their cow. Because whenever they go raiding their cow, they have to come back to a particular land to sleep, to gather their cows. I guess with this story you can easily learn that Fulani hates me and not your enemy directly. It is people in your community that are your enemy. Most of this kidnapping or non-gomi we are talking about women easily assume now Fulani, it may be your blood brother, the same mother, the same father that is setting you up. It is your people that are setting you up. But you know that. Thank you so much for listening to this video.
This young man have made a very great sense. And I played this video because of this rumor we are hearing today. If it turns out to be true, go and mark it. It is a Biafran that is in the front line, fighting alongside with Nigeria against his own people. And we have seen them, they don't even hide it anymore. They don't hide it. You see them, they make videos. People from that same village, people you want to protect, you are trying to defend. They make video. They lead in the front. They tell them your secrets. They tell them your hiding place. The same way they took the life of Ikonso. Ikonso, the people that informed Ikonso was his own people. The people he is working with, defending Biafra together, they were the ones that gave him up. You see how dangerous it is. You don't trust anybody. You only trust yourself. Mazen Nandekano say he only believed that himself, that tomorrow morning he will still talk about Biafra. But as for any other person, he can't guarantee anybody. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, we must continue to pray for our liberation army, wherever they are. Everyone that is fighting for Biafra, anybody fighting for Biafra, I do not care whichever camp they belong, whoever they are, anybody that is fighting for Biafra, we must continue to support them. We must continue to pray for them, for Chukwu Okike to protect them and defend them wherever they are. You're welcome, G. Are you there? If you are there, unmute yourself. Let me hear you. Unmute yourself. So, my fellow Biafrans, continue to pray for our liberation army. Pray for everybody that is genuinely fighting for Biafra on the ground. pray that Chukwu will protect any one of them. Every one of them, regardless the camp where they are, regardless the group where they belong, regardless their orientation, regardless their idea, belief, or ideology. I don't care. We are talking about our nation, Biafra. It is about protecting our brothers and sisters. And we will do everything humanly possible to protect our own. This is the time to protect our own. This is the time to protect our own. One of the simplest ways we can protect them is to pray for them. Pray for their protection. Cry along with them when they are crying. Worried along with them when they are worried. Support them when they need their support. Don't join the enemy to laugh at your brother. Do not join the enemy to celebrate the downfall of your brother. Don't join the enemy. Don't join the enemy to celebrate the failure of your brother. Go online today, you will see many people already celebrating, even when they have not confirmed if it is true or not. They already celebrated. So many are already celebrating. But I bet you, the ends are justify the means. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. For everything we do in this planet Earth, the evil that men do live with them. And we will give account to everything that we have done. I thank you all for listening in this very program. Wherever you are watching from, may Chukwu come and protect you. May Chukwu come and protect all our forces on the ground fighting for Biafra. All our army of Biafra fighting on the ground. May Chukwu come and protect every one of them. Secure them. Keep them safe. May Chukwu come and protect our leaders, more especially those in detention. We pray that no evil shall befall them. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. See you again tomorrow morning, our usual time. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like, and share so that you can be part of this program and join us early. Thank you and stay blessed.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come up. It's very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voices.